Quickly, receive my weapon! My weapon? Perfect,
Oh,
my weapon! Many
that was
moons ago,
incredible.
I spent
Out of
3 weeks
nowhere.
in Mongolia, training and mastering this skill shown before you.
Wait, are you trying to say?
Yes, Caps was learning to become one with the blade.
Ah, so he decided to pick up a new hobby.
Medic.
It's Maddie.
It's very.
It's Maddie.
It's very.
It's Maddie.
Very.
Maddie.
Very time!
Side, it's going to be Echo Fox. In the top lane, Hooney. In the jungle, potentially Hooney. In the mid lane, Hooney. Bot lane, Hooney with support Hooney and Coach Honey.
That's one hell of a lineup. Luckily for us, Irene, we get another champion select. Echo Fox is at the helm, leaving nearly every viewer on the edge of their seats.
Hello and welcome to the NALC, not NALCS, it's LCS. LCS. Hello and welcome to the North American. Oh no, this could be a problem. Welcome to the not NALCS because it's the LCS.
Hey, you ready for the LCS?
Yes.
Hello and welcome to the LCS. I got it. Can we get the cameras rolling? Let's take this now. While I still have it. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to the League North of American Championship Series. Damn it!
You're a tower, but XL not going to be able to leverage that. And the gold starts to close up a little bit more. So this is...
Ooh, XL farming minions. But the new overlay is cool, so that's...
Very cool.
Yeah.
So we are back to live.
XL did a really good job of getting those minions, actually.
I think I did pretty fine, but I can obviously do a lot better. And
he will do great this year. Like
I'm
after
looking
his
for-
first year,
Leave him alone.
he's already doing so good. So he's gonna be a banger this game.
Yeah.
Everyone, watch out for Abedage.
On Perix's side, he might have like that drive to prove that I made the wrong choice, that I left him.
I'm gonna smash Mitty so hard. I'm gonna send him back to America. He needs to know who is the boss.
That's what you gotta look out for. Watch for the skill shots to connect Patrick. This man has a Hex Drinker. The ulti's coming out too. The Black Shield's gone, and so is Patrick. Frostgurn, you said it earlier, you said they are not going to interact. They are not looking for the enemy team to push buttons. OG didn't push a single one other than that Black Shield, and you just watched Patrick drop. That is absolutely brutal. Well, Sleep Caps looking for the shot. Perk's not going to find it. Yes, there it is. Rakan flying over the wall to back up Caps. G2 are tearing this team apart.
But did you see that OG Brotherhood? They took a bullet for each other. They were just diving in front of it.
But they can't do anything. They can't play League of Legends. G2 is just constantly keeping them at arm's length. And everything that OG tried to do gets immediately destroyed.
And honestly, Carlos, a reaction, what else can you do? All you can do is laugh after watching a play like that. And honestly, I feel like for the first 15 minutes of the game, I was like, OG can do this. And then the second this G2 composition came online, it was a game of solitaire for G2.
These guys went so wild with their draft. They picked a tank top laner. They picked kind of like an assassin bruiser mid. They then picked an AD carry.
What?
In the AD carry position.
Do you mean AD carry like Aurelia or
No.
Darius?
He had ranged attacks. He scales.
Like a Heimerdinger then?
No. He scales with attack
Zoe.
damage.
I don't understand. What is
Attack
that? What is that
And
stat?
they put him with a support that defends champions. And then they brought this out and they executed it well. It was almost like you can play normal meta stuff and wacky meta stuff.
I like it.
I'd forever be here.
Do I need to?
No, you're good.
Actually,
It's a fixture.
It's just as valuable as having a Vedius there. We just put that
That's
champ
true.
there.
They also had the, it's cold in here. There must be some Toros in the atmosphere. I said, oh.
Ice, ice, ice.
Yeah, thank you. 90s kids will remember that one.
You're just displaying how old we are.
Thank you for not letting me down, Frost, because nobody else would have backed me up on that one. An excellent Baron and an excellent team. So close. Excellent team fight. Wow, I couldn't have messed that up more.
Oh, it's okay, Trevor. It's
No flash on Mickey. Keep that in mind. This is what I was looking for, the level 2 out of Joko to punish Mickey, who's walking right into him.
But Hansam's there as well, and his bot lane has not reacted quickly here at all. Joko not in the best of spots. The eat from Mickey will get him out, and Joko is sitting at one camp 3 minutes, 40 seconds into this game.
Awkward gank of the year award goes to Joko because that was very uncomfortable. He was sitting in the tri-brush, thought it was going to be a party, but his bot lane was not nearly ready to punish. And think of it, Joko could have gone for the guaranteed play. He could have stolen away the red buff, had both of them, and, you know, taken a camp away from Misfits like one was stolen away from him, but instead he goes for the gank, gets nothing out of it.
He's back to mid. He's hiding under Dardoch. He couldn't find anybody.
Oh, actually, no, he got it.
Hits onto Phoenix. Alorum, very, very healthy under the turret. Fort got called up. Misses the knockup, but everybody is just standing there. Locks it down. Killer Instinct is in. Power of Evil. Here comes the ultimate from Zed. Phoenix is still alive. What a thwart. Fun coming up huge on the play as the sub-support.
And he
Still wants it. Flashes in. They say Requiem is down. They get the kill. The kill onto Power of Evil. And that's a kill coming in for for Optic Echo Fox. Big plays.
That was huge. They killed the funnel strat. Starting lineups for Cloud9. They've got Licorice, Svenskeren, Niski, Sneaky, and Zazel.
Yeah, and if you're wondering what they're trying to spell out there, we went ahead and helped you for the first matchup
Thank
against
you,
Team Liquid.
graphics team. TL sucks. The meme team remains true to their name.
Yeah, it's just before 20 minutes on the clock. And with all the threat that they have, all the damage that they have, it just feels like Misfits can do no wrong. EU mids, man.
Immediately, the run in from Xerxes just towards the middle lane. The Wall of Pain comes down as well. There, the Skittles, the Sankux, fancy feet. Oh, he's too good. He's too, look at that. Dodged all Skittles but one. He jumps onto Norscaer and Xerxes is like, oh, hello, my good man. Didn't realize I'd meet you in the river. Good knockup from Norscaer and the W into the wall. And Xerxes just in the right position to feed Sankux some Skittles. But he's dodged two, he's dodged three. Sankux gets hit with one, dodges the next one. Sankux, you're too good! Sankux! Oh my God, Sankux!
So that's going to be very important. And here's another look at it. Sneaky teleported into lane on the minion. Oh, you cannot cancel teleport anymore, my friend. So if you're wondering why he didn't cancel, he just laughs at Sneaky. So here we go. Let's take another look at it. You can see what they wanted here. As Niski finds the sleep, he doesn't hit the paddle star though there. And every bit matters because watch the second one. Not going to be able to hit that one either.
And he saved his flash through that one. He'll have it for the next team fight. Now Niski, dodging from a Q, looks for he flashes to secure the kill over the wall. C9 2-1, they've got control.
Knows Xerxes now coming in. Keep your eyes out for the Elastic Slingshot. Xerxes not going to charge it yet. That's an interesting animation. Slides forward and was never there in the first place.
To help that bot lane work even more damage onto the tower.
So despite... Interesting Zac animation once again.
So here's the early aggression that we were talking about. We wanted to see it from Memento. We wanted to see it from Ignar. Ignar
Arthas in the melee range. Kabe running as fast as he can. Attila now picked up. He can't sell. He can't move out. Oh my! Just deliver it to him. Call Liferando. Call Deliveroo. This man needs a job. If you loved Indiana Jones as a baby, that'd be impressive. Best Indiana Jones, then follow-up question.
Temple of Doom.
Wrong. Nice try, though. I appreciate the effort.
The Karthus in the mid lane, because we've been used to seeing this pick in the jungle.
Yep.
How come you've been playing this one?
My bot lane told me that if I go Karthus mid, they will completely destroy bot lane. And then they got
That didn't happen.
And then they got solo killed 2 times, and I'm like, what's happening, guys?
Now I'm curious, who is the best AD carry in the world, and why is it Reckless?
Perks.
What? It's Reckless. The answer was Reckless.
Oh, sorry.
Keep it together.
How satisfying is it to end this first week on a win cold?
You want to take it, or?
I said cold, so this one is for you.
Oh, sorry.
Let's say you're playing solo queue. You're duo queuing with me. There's a cannon creep and you miss it. Do you A, tilt off the face of the planet, or B, flame me for the entire game and never live it down?
I'm going to go with C. I'm ejecting myself from that lane. I'm going to go elsewhere on the map where we can actually win a game, Dragos.
Might just be caught down. Pulled backwards by some infernal chains, and he does get taken out. Now, oh, this is cheeky. This is cheeky. What?
No one moved.
I am starting to feel a little bit dirty. Schalke have family. Schalke have friends. G2, this is obliteration.
I was not expecting to be hit by that from G2. 27-minute win. And they showed a lot of great stuff. Their team fighting is still up there.
Yeah, and of course it's a long split.
It
it's
is.
9-week regular season. We do have this final fight in Fnatic's base to look at. With a little bit of luck, this will be Selfmade finding that glacial prison.
But importantly, Vladimir can come in here, go for the flank, drop his ult, go for the big combo, but Altec, not familiar on the champion, completely flubs it. Doesn't get onto PoE at all, doesn't get onto Acadian, doesn't get onto anyone. Doesn't ult, runs away after doing nothing, and then this Phoenix ultimate, look how low people are. Acadian almost dead, Power Weevil almost dead, Big almost dead.
Absorb things, they get it back in.
They want Deathly.
A turret when they can, or a possible kill falling into their hands due to an error here. Golden Glue not getting enough damage
Got
down.
the root.
Oh my God!
What the hell? Golden Glue destroys Deathly.
I figured he was just standing there taunting him. He was like, no, bro, you're gonna die. You might want to walk away.
Golden Guardian said, we really don't want you to have a 4-stacked Elder Dragon, so we'll take the Dragon, send the Baron. And C9's like, I guess we take the Baron then.
Also feels good to have super minions crashing down the mid lane. Helps out. With Baron being pushed other ways.
On the left side river to try and clear out some of this Baron vision.
Ooh,
Turtle going in. That's a Turtle classic. Santorin let the ulti rip, gets the double knockover. Power Evil looking to go in. They're going to save the ult for now as Big goes back through, and Turtle is actually dead to Arrow. Looks like Optic completely turned the fight around already in a 4v5 with one carry down as Flame resurrects in the front line. He's going to be left for dead by the rest of his teammates, and Optic collect 2 kills.
It's Nemesis' fault. You can just beat him like this. It's a
comes next game, and now Schalke move towards the Baron. They have full control over it. The control ward is in there. Oh no, this fight's gone. They still secure it though. Oh, Memento.
Memento, you've had such a good game. You had such an impressive laning phase. Really good pressure on the inhibitor.
Got no and Lyra, and he has no ward. And he has no flash, so if you go in at all, this could be a suicide. Oh! He gets it! That's 2017 Envy Lyra. That's which Lyra we saw today.
That is such a tilter. He had no vision, no flash.
Nation there, especially after seeing the Xerath lock in, they knew what they wanted to punish.
Yep.
Ignar now breaking the agreement, though.
Oh, that's so well played! The sync up on the abilities. Reckless is gonna die again! The Schalke bot lane is just too clean.
He's gonna use his ulti to nullify that one. Least trying to, damage coming through. Rogue getting cut down now. Senkuk's still in the middle of the fight. He's gonna try to find the XQV. He's gonna get one back, but has to stop Caps from cutting through the rest of his team. The resets are there for the jumps. One, he's looking for the next one on the kick as it's easy! Clean it up, just all too good for Cap.
Let's hear from the casters.
Fortnite. Thank you very much. And thank you, Nate Shot, for that at the very end. Hit him in the zone. He's still got a block. They've got to get him away. They will. That shouldn't be a kill, but he's going to be low. Redemption! Oh, Redemption! Oh, it was so close, Movie!
Oh no!
No, why are they always ahead?
Well, it's,
Alphabetical
the
order,
it's the
guys.
alphabet.
You guys got to change your team name
Both
to
are easy.
A
Why
Misfits
don't you put like
Gaming.
next to each other?
Because graphically that would look ugly.
No.
Okay. That'd be your ex-team, Fnatic. Obviously, it's completely different now. What do you think's going on there?
I don't know. They just suck.
If you could change one thing that you think would fix Fnatic, what do you think the biggest thing is that if you just changed it would make this team?
Caps has to be back.
I mean,
People brought that one up for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got to head to break, so I'm not going to let you jump in just
I
yet
didn't
on
want
this
to.
one, Mark. As we go to break, we'd like to extend a thank you to you, the viewers, for helping the Riot Games Twitch channel be the first one to surpass 1 billion views. Mark did it. We couldn't have done it without your loyal support. When we come back, though, it's Cloud9 and 100 Thieves duking it out for Game 2.
I'm glad it happened on Rivalry Sunday.
Right? Yeah. Rivalry Sunday. Very good.
It just feels so wrong for TSM to not be at Worlds.
Spoken like a former TSM player.
There's plenty of NA fans who like to say it feels bad to see some at Worlds, so I could speak. They've had some bad runs.
A lot of bad runs as well.
Is what it is.
Well,
either way,
look forward to disappointment again.
Bring split.
And this is a new look. The funnel strat invading at level 1, the power of the Braum. We see so many teams walk into the enemy jungle, and Shook's not even getting at least this is bad. He's not going to see it coming.
That is the worst timing. Shook in the dark. Maybe
Shook.
something. Yankos there. Exhaust comes out as well, looking for the final shot. Concussive blows. Perks is going to be given this kill. Shook with a good smite, but it's not enough. First blood to Perks.
Add insult to injury. Wonder's like, yeah, you guys got this. I'm going to go farm top lane. It's totally fine. Perks 4 and 5 on Lucian, but usually he's playing Lucian in the mid lane. This, you don't even have a laning phase. You just go kill the enemy jungler.
Has no intention of stopping. Remember, those Warmogs are going to make sure the front line stays healthy. Bobjan tries to go in. Sneaky going into the pool, keeping himself alive. Another hook finding its way in from Pyke.
Who wanted to watch that fight anyway?
Yeah, we
can't.
Yeah, well, it did look like it was going pretty well for C9 there, getting a hook onto the Lucian and getting a seal out right away. As we'll come back into the game.
All right,
C9
right
wins!
The Cloud9's able to find it. The Nexus already dropping. Everybody's popping, and we are out of there. That one would have killed him.
Stixxay basically has all the Infinity Stones at this point. Snap. Snap of fingers. Has the Void Staff here too. He is looking monstrous. All the builds are being complete.
Let's not forget the true damage burn. That'll take Featherman down to about half HP. Well, now down to nothing. Has to pop the Hourglass just to try to stay alive. Won't be able to do so. Rainover makes sure he gets the kill on that one. Darshan, meanwhile, pushing solo out here in the bottom lane. Darshan continuing that push right now.
Gnar, Jhin, and Echo, and currently I'm working on an update for Kayle and Morgana.
Yeah, so speaking of Gnar, have I ever told you how much I just really like that character?
No, you haven't actually.
Good.
Providing experience, mechanical prowess, and synergy that can excel this team to the top.
Yeah, definitely so. And as discussed in you.
But you recently were talking on Twitter about the Kayle and Morgana changes, and said you were going to make them sharks. Did you come up with that in the same meeting that you decided to take 5 movement speed off of Aurelia?
Okay,
that was a great one, I'm sure.
League of Legends is a game of milliseconds, right? Like, changes like that are really important.
My rights here, you know, I got that flight to catch.
It's Medi, 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 hey, Medi, Medi.
Woo! Latency issues to league officials. Now, after reviewing the shadow play and discussing with the teams, officials have determined this game will be remade and played on a different competitive server. We are now in the process of changing the competitive server the game is played on, and we will restart the game once players are ready. You will apologize, Medic, for that little.
My apology. My apologies.
It is not a fun situation to be in if this is your first game to play on stage, both for Fnatic and for SK Gaming.
Hammer, not going to connect on anyone. Full onslaught, that's not where you want to be. You want to turn it under the tower. And he will pay for it with his life. Dreams jumping around straight into the winds of war. He gets clapped in the back by Forbidden.
And what was a 2 versus 4 ends up being a 2-for-2 trade.
You don't need to overexert yourself to try to dive and chase for those kills, especially with high.
I mean, as like what I've seen so far, I would probably say like during scrims and stuff, he's like probably the second best AD in Europe right now. I mean, obviously that's like another AD that's a bit better than him, right? And that's obviously me, right? But we're gonna save that for another time. So.
Why did you break up with Quickshot for Peke?
Especially, you never did it to my face either. You didn't even call, not even a text.
You can barely look at you, mate. I'm used to this now, so...
I mean, it's just an improvement in every way, pretty much. You know?
Why, I don't even have to say anything. Literally, like, the camera is on the two guys.
You don't have to say anything, that's the first.
On one side, and Peke's on the other.
Don't get jealous.
Andre's sitting in the middle. Listen, I'm so jelly right now. You have no idea. You're a home wrecker.
You wanted to sit
You're a home
I'm
wrecker.
sure you had requested to sit here.
I actually specifically said I want you in the middle because I can't look.
And now you have to say something nice about Trevor because I haven't forgot how mean you've been.
I think your casting was better than Vedia's today.
All right, there we go. All right, enough banter. We're also going to check out some of the highlights from week 1 in our Alienware big plays.
Is there some brown plays there from me? Yeah. The one where you died?
We're supposed
the second or the third You see where I stopped with my flash for like 2 seconds, like what the hell just happened?
Missy, we need to do this for the sponsors. First up, SK Gaming Selfmade got the perfect start to his LEC career as he and his team took down Fnatic after some huge Sejuani engages. The reigning champions had no chance against the Fury of the North.
Fury of the North!
Do that siege minion, but he decides not to follow through with the resonating strike. That's a stun on the Reckless! The dive forward! Self-made and a true shot barrage from Crown Shot! Kill!
Yeah, the Fury of the North is an alternate Game of Thrones story.
I don't know. I feel like Splice
if their support buys items level 1, then they can win. But otherwise, I think Vitality.
Well, we'll see about this soon. Thank you very much, casting. And we're gonna take a... Oh, we're gonna take a short break. I'm sorry. And when we come back, Splice will face Vitality. Don't go anywhere.